Hey YouTubers, Digger coming at you with another little Party Busted update, and we're this close from testing the electrical system. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow, hopefully, but as you can see, I've got framework done, so we'll turn the camera around and show you what we got done. Alright, so I do have a couple things out right now. The seats are out down here because I'm playing around with the electronics over here, but we're as you can see, we're still have that one to do, and I still have this one to do, but we're moving along. Right now everything's all framed up. All the what I call the initial framing is done, so we're gonna play around with that and test everything out tomorrow. As of right now, this stuff is all hooked up and wired, and I made this little thing to cover up those capacitors because I don't want anything falling on top of those things and arcing out. So I've got a cover over top of that has four screws to take that out. If something happens and Mr. Croc decides to add a fan, I've left this open for a fan, and around the corner, you can see I've got this walled in now, but around the corner I've got the battery box down there, which everything's all wired, but there's no battery in that box. But it is wired all the way up and around and hooks up to the front battery right there. And it does have that switch down here in the kit panel that turns all of this on and off. So the only thing I really need to do to check out the amps and everything is hook up a remote wire, which I've got it hanging right down there. All I gotta do is touch it to a positive, and that will turn the amps on. I'm going to put a switch somewhere. I just got to find out where I want to hide that switch at to turn the amps on and off, because the driver does have to have access to that. And as you can tell, I have lifted the floor, as you can tell. Now we're going to come back out, and probably somewhere in here we'll put another step. So it'll be a little smaller here and wider up there. So pie shaped, whatever you want to call it. And we'll leave this part down here the way it is, and it'll ramp a little bit, but then it'll go into flat floor from there out. So I gotta have a chair in here because the ceiling's so tall. Anytime short little meeting to do something, I gotta stand on a chair. As you can tell, this wall is already all covered and everything. Like I say, this is the initial covering. So, once everything's all tested and once everything's all tested and confirmed that everything works the way I want, everything in here comes back out. So then, but before it comes back out, I'll go around and I'll label different things and figure out what colors I want where, and get all that situated. And now I won't take all this apart until I've got pretty much everything done as far as the little speaker rings that I'm making. These I'm not going to use, but I've got another idea for the 8 speaker rings that I have to make. But like I say, I'll go around, I'll mark everything, figure out what colors I want, everything, and then at that point, once I have all the little trims and everything like that all created, I'll pull all that stuff out, and we'll sit down in there and just start covering stuff. And once it's all covered up, then it'll be ready for the final install, which once we get to that point, it's pretty much a done deal. But obviously, for right now, I still have to go around I have to make these pieces up here. I have to make all the seat backs and the seat bottoms, because the seat bottoms, like I say, they're gonna be shaped like this and everything, and then come out and they'll hang over the lip just a little bit. As you can tell, we've got a contour for the seats. Those will be a separate piece of wood that, you know, comes out just a little bit past this, and once that's all done and everything, I can mount those down. And I also need to put the cup holders back here in the backs. Got to do the LED lights everywhere. Still have to install a subwoofer in that. Still waiting on Croc to bring the subwoofer. But that's where we're at. And I took the handrails out of the ceiling, and we're just gonna kind of leave the ceiling blank right now until Croc figures out what he wants to do up there. So for right now, I'm just gonna leave that alone, leave it white, and we'll put a pin in that for right now. Alright guys, this speaker I think weighs more than I do. I'm having a problem picking this speaker up to put it in the box. And I hooked up the capacitors to the battery. I got one heck of a spark off of it, and the terminal's starting to heat, so I'm stopping right there. We'll let Croc bring a professional up to hook up all that, make sure that I've done everything right, make sure that nothing's gonna burn down. So for right now, I gotta see if I can get this speaker even lifted up. I can't believe how big this thing is. Alright everybody, I'm going to lay a drill next to this so you can get an idea how big it is. This is a 15-inch sub, and I can't even guess at the weight of this thing. And that's the size of a normal cordless screwdriver. Cordless drill. This thing is phenomenally stupid huge. So let's see if I can pick it up and put it in the box or not. That's a lot. Watch my luck. I'll get this thing in the box, and I'll probably figure out that I have to trim the box a little bit more. Now drop it down in there without dropping it. I don't even know if I can do this without smushing my fingers. I don't even know if I can put this thing in there without smashing my fingers. This thing definitely weighs more than I do. Never mess with anything this big. Never will again either. And as I thought, damn, all ain't big enough. Nope, ain't gonna work. the terminals on this speaker won't fit in the hole. So I either have to cut out some trim things or something. Right now though, I ain't gonna mess with it no more. Maybe you can have somebody come over here that can deal with this. This is too much stereo, guys. For a party bus, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's got me out of breath just trying to put the damn speaker on. So much for that idea. What the problem is, these right here, the hole is just big enough for this to fit in, but not that. And it's a dual voice coil, so you got it on both sides. Right guys, well, that's got my COPD cooked up, so I'm out of breath. It's hot out here. I don't know what to do about all this, other than call up Croc and let him know I can't do this kind of stuff. More stereo system than I've ever dealt with. With that, we are done for the day. Maybe not done for the day, but definitely done with this thing. So, for right now, that's all we got. So we'll catch you guys on the flip side. And remember, the party starts here as long as your equipment isn't too heavy. Talk to y'all later. Digger is out. Hey everybody, Digger coming at you with another little party bus update. Yes, I've been busy. No, I have not been recording very much. So let's try and catch up right now. So what we've done, I've got all the speakers all figured out. The seat bottoms I have completely figured out, and I'm going to take the camera around to show you what I'm doing on that. And we also have some little curved things in the back we'll show you. And that big thing is hooked up now. Funk. It's insane. So, alright. Let's move the camera around. We'll show you what we got going on. Okay, so as per the Croc's wants, right here we're going to have a cup holder right there. But this right here is going to be a seat, but it also is going to be where I cut the hole for the cord. And to top that off, he can get 2 storage up underneath. So, kind of like a convertible there. But that one's solid. That's solid. And this one's solid mainly because there's a wheel well up under there that you can't exactly move. So this one, we've got it propped up. I made this little piece right here just to prop it up because you can use it that way, or I got a bug flying in my ear, but you can use it this way, or you can use it that way. So, because to get to these screws, I have bolts up underneath. So that's how the seat bottoms are getting mounted to this. This back here is going to be green. These seat bottoms will be black. We just want some straight cut. So we've got that. So as of right now, all these are mounted. Well, I mean somewhat mounted. I still have to put those 2 in just because they're kind of a bear to get to. And over here, now remember, the amps are up under here. So, this one lifts up. That one lifts up. And that one lifts up. Like I say, all those are all mounted and everything, and you know, I've got a little bit of play in there. What I did is I just drilled a hole straight through that went through this piece and to this piece, and then drilled an oversized hole so that I can move that around a little bit, and put a 1/4 20 with a 1-inch long 1/4 20 with a large washer. So that way then, when it's all covered, I can move that stuff around. You can see how that's moving a little bit right there. But we can move it all around and everything and make sure everything lines up. So both sides will move. And down here, we have another storage compartment. Down here, got these backs figured out. So this will come around here. There's a radius there. It goes straight into this, comes out, and there's a radius here, a little zigzag right there. These two pieces on each side are a dead match. And I put a little curved piece up there in the corners. I just think that looks a little better. Like I say, that thing goes thump now. You see, he has green wires in there. All the battery and everything is all hooked up and working. So right now, you turn the key on, we got bass. But you can kind of see, we've got a little bit of a curve here and a curve there. You know, so this is all going to be green back here. This will be black and raised up. And then I think he said he wanted this back here just to be black vinyl. And then black vinyl here. But I'm not sure about that. We'll have to check. And up here, there's going to be the crocodile skin. All this and this whole back wall is all going to be crocodile. All the way through there. And then we're going to have some designs that run up through here. So, you can see the little thing that I made there. I even put a little undercut on the back side just to add a little bit more dimension to it. There's no speaker in there, but this is just a dummy. This is two-sided tape and everything stuck to the wall. Just wanted to show that to Croc. And hey, YouTubers, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button and maybe even that little ding ding bell thing. That way you get updated and you know what's going on right after I do it. So tune in, there's more to come. The party starts here.